Did you know the Ottoman Empire's most powerful ruler wasn't a sultan but a woman who ruled from the shadows? Kösem Sultan, a master of strategy and ambition, shaped an empire but fell to the very betrayals she once orchestrated. Her story is one of unstoppable rise and shocking downfall. Before we begin, don't miss your chance to explore more thrilling tales of power, intrigue, and betrayal. Subscribe now and hit the bell to join us on history's most captivating journeys. Born as Anastasia in Greece, Kösem Sultan's journey to power began in the unlikeliest of ways. Taken as a slave and brought to the Ottoman court, she entered the imperial harem, a world of intense competition and ambition. Yet, Kösem didn't just survive, she thrived. Her intelligence, beauty, and charm quickly won the favor of Sultan Ahmed I, making her his most trusted consort. From the start, Kösem proved she wasn't content with being merely a figure in the harem. She understood the inner workings of the palace and the politics that governed it. When Sultan Ahmed I died, leaving a power vacuum, Kösem began her ascent to the pinnacle of Ottoman influence. Over the next 3 decades, she would rule as regent for her sons, Sultan Murad IV and Sultan Ibrahim I, and later her grandson, Sultan Mehmed IV. But Kösem's rise wasn't just about personal ambition, it was about survival. The Ottoman court was a dangerous place, filled with rival factions, conspiracies, and shifting loyalties. To stay in power, Kösem mastered the art of manipulation, forging alliances with key officials, the Janissary elite guard, and even foreign powers. As Valide Sultan, or Queen Mother, Kösem held the highest position a woman could achieve in the Ottoman Empire. But her role wasn't just ceremonial. She controlled appointments to the empire's most critical positions, managed its finances, and influenced. Kösem's rule was marked by political savvy and a keen understanding of power dynamics. During Sultan Murad IV's reign, she acted as regent while he was still a child. Even when Murad came of age, her influence didn't wane. She was instrumental in stabilizing the empire during a period of rebellion and corruption, ensuring that Murad's authority was respected. Her role expanded even further when Sultan Ibrahim I ascended the throne. Known for his erratic behavior, Ibrahim relied heavily on Kösem to govern. Once again, she managed to keep the empire intact, even in the face of internal strife. Despite her successes, Kösem's life in the court was far from secure. The Ottoman palace was a world where trust was a rare commodity, and betrayal could come from any corner. Rival consorts, viziers, and even members of her own family often sought to undermine her power. Kösem's ability to navigate these dangers showcased her political genius. She forged alliances with the Janissaries, the empire's elite military corps, ensuring their loyalty through gifts and financial support. At the same time, she balanced her influence over the imperial council, often acting as a mediator between competing factions. But this delicate balancing act couldn't last forever. The court's intrigue was relentless, and enemies lurked in every shadow. Kösem's greatest challenge, and the one that would ultimately lead to her downfall, came when her grandson, Mehmed IV, ascended the throne as a child. As the reigning sultan's grandmother, Kösem initially resumed her role as regent, effectively ruling the empire once again. However, this time, her position wasn't unchallenged. Turhan Sultan, Mehmed IV's mother, was determined to assert her own authority as Valide Sultan. Young and inexperienced, Turhan appeared no match for Kösem's decades of political mastery. Yet, what Turhan lacked in experience, she made up for in determination and ambition. The rivalry between Kösem and Turhan turned the palace into a battlefield. Court officials and the Janissaries split into factions, with some supporting Kösem and others backing Turhan. The two women became locked in a struggle for dominance, each determined to secure her position as the most powerful figure in the empire. As the rivalry escalated, Kösem made a fateful decision. According to historical accounts, she began plotting to depose her grandson, Sultan Mehmed IV, and replace him with another prince who would be easier to control. This plan, however, didn't remain a secret for long. Turhan Sultan and her allies uncovered Kösem's plot and acted swiftly. On the night of September 2, 1651, Kösem was ambushed in her chambers. Some accounts suggest she tried to escape through a hidden passage, while others claim she fought back against her attackers. Ultimately, Kösem was overpowered and strangled with a silk cord, a method reserved for executing members of the royal family. The woman who had ruled an empire for decades met her end in a brutal act of betrayal, orchestrated by her own family. Kösem's assassination marked the end of an era. For over 30 years, she had been the central figure in the Ottoman court, guiding the empire through some of its most turbulent periods. Her death sent shockwaves through the palace, but it also cleared the way for Turhan Sultan to consolidate her power. Turhan assumed the role of Valide Sultan, becoming the new power behind the throne. She would leave her own mark on the empire, most notably through her architectural contributions, such as the completion of the Yeni Cami new mosque in Istanbul. Yet, Kösem's legacy couldn't be erased. Her influence had shaped the empire in profound ways, from the stability she maintained during crises to the charitable works she funded for the Ottoman people. Kösem Sultan's story is one of unparalleled ambition, brilliance, and resilience. She rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most powerful women in Ottoman history, ruling with intelligence and strategy. Yet, her relentless pursuit of power also led to her downfall. Her life serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale. Kösem's ability to navigate the treacherous world of Ottoman politics shows the potential for leadership, even in a society that limited women's roles. At the same time, her tragic end reminds us of the dangers of ambition unchecked by caution. Even centuries later, Kösem Sultan's story remains captivating. She wasn't just a queen mother, she was a ruler, a strategist, and a visionary. Her contributions to the Ottoman Empire's politics, culture, and society are undeniable, as is the impact of her dramatic fall. As we reflect on her life, we're left with questions. What can we learn from Kösem's rise and fall? How did her ambition shape not only her destiny but the course of an empire? And what might her story teach us about the nature of power, loyalty, and betrayal? Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the life and legacy of Kösem Sultan. If her story inspired or intrigued you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales from history. We'll see you in the next video.